An explosion at Yellowstone's Biscuit Basin geyser sent debris flying and destroyed a sidewalk. The parking lot and sidewalk at Biscuit Basin are now temporarily closed for the safety of visitors, according to the USGS. It noted that geologists are investigating the incident. A hydrothermal explosion inside Yellowstone National Park sent rocks and debris flying Tuesday morning, damaging a pedestrian walkway and forcing the area to close, US Geological Survey, USGS, officials said Tuesday. Footage captured images of a column of dirt and debris shooting upward near Sapphire Pool inside the basin, sending debris crashing onto the sidewalk and park visitors below. "Get back, get back, get back," a visitor says in one video, while others are seen running to avoid the blast. The eruption occurred around 10 a.m. local time at Biscuit Basin, according to the National Park Service. Videos on social media showed people nearby when the explosion occurred, but there were no reports of injuries. The parking lot and boardwalk at Biscuit Basin are now temporarily closed for the safety of visitors, according to the USGS. They noted that geologists are investigating the incident. Hydrothermal vents occur when water suddenly turns to steam underground, and they are relatively common in Yellowstone, USGS officials said. "It's an underappreciated hazard in the Yellowstone area," said Michael Poland, the scientist in charge of the Yellowstone Volcano Observatory and a USGS geophysicist. He noted that Tuesday's incident had nothing to do with volcanic activity, which is often associated with the park. "People focus on the volcanism there, but there's no sign of volcanic activity involved," he said. "It's just a geyser system, a hydrothermal system, that's undergoing changes underground that are causing a lot of hot water to flow out. And it's not a sign of an impending volcanic eruption," the USGS added. Park and USGS staff will monitor conditions and announce when the area is safe for visitors. Located about 2 miles northwest of Old Faithful, Biscuit Basin is named for the biscuit-like features that surround Sapphire Pool, according to the NPS. The USGS says an explosion similar to today's also occurred at Biscuit Basin on May 17, 2009. The blast, which sent steam and debris hundreds of feet above the ground, destroyed nearby sidewalks and sent grapefruit-sized boulders dozens to hundreds of feet from its source. Some of the blocks closest to the blast site were about 3 feet, 1 meter, wide and weighed hundreds of pounds. The blast was mostly directed northeast toward the Firehole River, and the largest blocks of debris fell in that direction. The blast's dark color was the result of mud and debris mixing with steam and boiling water. Although there were visitors present at the time of the incident, no injuries were reported. Black Diamond Pool and Black Opal Pool were affected by Tuesday's eruption, and while both remain distinct, the shape of Black Diamond has changed slightly. Both pools are murky with debris, and the unstable soil around their edges occasionally slides into the water. Immediately after the eruption, Black Diamond Pool showed slight gurgling and gushing. The pool's water level rose throughout the day. And by Tuesday afternoon, the gurgling had turned into intermittent jets of hot water that reached heights of about 8 feet, 2.4 meters. Given recent changes in the hydrothermal plumbing system, small eruptions of boiling water from this area of the Biscuit Basin are still possible for days to months to come. USGS and NPS geologists will be monitoring conditions, mapping debris fields, and taking water samples to assess any changes in the shallow hydrothermal system over the next few days. Hydrothermal eruptions typically occur in the park 1 to several times per year, but often in inland areas where they may not be readily detected. Similar, though smaller, hydrothermal eruptions occurred in 1989 at Porkchop Geyser in the Norris Geyser Basin, and on April 15, 2024, from the Porcelain Terrace area in the Norris Geyser Basin. A small hydrothermal eruption occurred at Walpool, in the Biscuit Basin, in 2009. A significant hydrothermal eruption, possibly similar in size to the July 23, 2024 eruption, occurred in the 1880s at Excelsior Geyser, in the Midway Geyser Basin.